Alright, it's your boy Toeknee Tee. First in the 15th episode, what month is this? April? So April's episode 4.
It's March.
Yo, I know, but March is already out, host. I just want to say big ups to everybody watching the show right now. Big ups to everybody. We all let me give you a minute to congratulate yourselves. Holy fucking shit. Anyway, big ups to everybody watching the show right now. Big ups to everybody not having coronavirus and shit like that, you know, doing their thizzle. This week, we're at Camp Tripp'n, like you can expect. And so the mission today is it's time to tell the people who the fuck these people is. And so that's why we're here. Give me 1 second. That right there is always the most problematic and like sketchiest part of my day is like lighting my blunt on fire because you never know if your beard's on fire at that point. Yo, so we in this bitch. Now I feel acclimated. We in this bitch. It's your boy Toeknee Tee. So I'm here. I've organized the Camp Tripp'n event, and these are the rest of the people that have remained for the last day. It's Sunday now. For those who haven't kept a hold of it, but I'm gonna start from the left. I'm gonna go right. And I just want you guys to just tell the world like a little bit about yourself, what you do, who's hanging. So we're gonna start with you, kind sir. You happen to also be American yourself.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't like a coincidental thing that you happened to be at Camp Tripp'n. He was playing, and so tell us who you are, sir.
My name is Jonas if you speak German. Jonah Jeremiah, aka J Benzo Beats.
What's your artist name?
That J Benzo Beats.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know, riding benzos all day. So even though we pulled up an Audi, but that's different. So yeah, it's a rental. Normally I'm.
I'm sorry to say, I think you're holding the microphone incorrectly.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. To be honest, I don't really even know how I got here or what I'm doing here. Henrik was like, "Yo, there's this pretty cool event going on. We're gonna go to Groningen," and it's been. I had no idea what was going on or what to expect when I first came. So, but it's been cool. I met a lot of cool people.
Yeah, has Camp Tripp'n fit your expectations?
Yes, it has exceeded my expectations.
Ooh! That's it right there, cuz. That's it right there, cuz.
5 stars on Yelp.
Yeah, you know.
Let's go.
So it's been a dope ass time. Not only have we been chilling and having good fun and smoking a lot of weed, drinks, but we've also been super productive. So thank you.
Super productive.
And yeah, the kush is good here.
So what would big shout out to Kronkle. Like we haven't really spent that much time on your productions and your beats, but what would you say, because the world doesn't know who you are, we know you, but like what would you say your style of music is?
I like a lot of old school hip hop, but
boom bap is your
boom bap. Yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from Mom Deep.
Okay.
Prodigy, rest in peace. But I'd like to say I got an ear for all sorts of stuff. Living in Berlin with my boy Henrik, who you'll speak to in a second. There's a lot of different genres going on there. A lot of techno, which at first I didn't think would be that cool, but it's something that it's grown on me. Yeah, I'm acclimated to it.
Nice.
So it's weird going from a old school hip hop, even new school trap stuff, to all that kind of electro kind of stuff. But,
so I want to ask you, how long have you been making music yourself?
Not too long. I started 2017, 2018. It was just kind of a hobby in high school.
Okay.
It just kind of grew from there. I was just
and it blossomed from there?
Yeah.
Did you go to high school in America?
I went to high school actually in Ireland. So it's crazy, like international story. I grew up in the States, in Kansas, country boy.
Cornfield motherfucker.
Cornfield,
motherfucker.
Exactly. Sunflower seeds and all that. And then when I was 8, I moved to Ireland, where my dad and both my mom and dad live. And then, but my dad's German, so I left the house at 18 and just was like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Here I am.
Yeah, pretty much. Just gonna live my own life, be financially and
independent.
Independent. Yeah. So
cool.
But yeah, and now just chilling out in Berlin. It's a good time.
Has music always kind of been like your goal though?
Hard to say. I feel like I've always been a type of person. Oh yeah, before I even roach it all. Yeah. I won't be able to think after a while. So no, I feel like I've always been the type of person to be sort of in, not necessarily just music, but in sort of the entertainment industry.
That field.
This might be kind of corny to say, but when I was like 14, 15, I had like my own YouTube channel that I was like, I was fucking with that. Yeah, it was cringy as fuck, but it was cool. Properly got. Yeah, I do take pride. But it's just so you know that in high school I fully got bullied for that. It's fine. It's cool. So yeah, but so that was a hobby, and music was a hobby, and that was all at the same time. And right now I'm just trying to bring it all together, trying to be more confident and put out more stuff, and even mix sort of the YouTube stuff and put a lot of my music on YouTube is what I'm trying to work on.
Combining all together.
Exactly, yeah.
So I know you're still kind of plotting your future, but like, what would you say your plans are for the future? Like, what's your end goal? Like where do you see yourself in about 10 years? Like
I have
what position do you want to be playing?
Yeah. So I've got I got like notes on my phone of just like plans that I want. So I want to be a part of the clubbing scene in Berlin, but also want to infiltrate areas in Dublin where I grew up in Ireland, and also other places around Europe, and maybe be a club owner at some point.
Okay.
Maybe I'm learning about it now with school and everything, but being a record label owner or working in that sort of the business side of music, but definitely at the end of the day, somewhat be involved or be involved as much as possible in the entertainment industry and the music industry. So I wouldn't say I'm a rapper or anything. Like I wouldn't really be confident putting vocals or anything behind it, but definitely as a producer.
Like filling that gap between like the, as you say, the entertainment and the music side of it.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I've got a wealth of information on that, and so if you ever need info, let me know some.
Thank
you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate it.
Because me personally, I like working with people who one day want to be their own record label owner.
Yeah.
Because for me, we can always like, that's all paperwork, like imprints and shit like that. But that lets me know that like you want to grind hard enough that you want to manage other people. Because like for me as a record label owner, like whatever I do for Ulash and all of them, like I have to do like that's time spent away from myself.
Yeah. And
so if you're willing to spend that time away from yourself, I think that means you're really trying to get at it. Like you're really trying to boost other people's careers like that. So good on you. Yeah. Let's move on to the next person here. So this is my boy Henrik. Henrik, tell the world your artist name here.
Hey guys, my artist name is.
Speak to the front.
My artist name is the Falafel Club. Don't ask me why.
No, bitch, we asking you why right now. What's in the name? What's in the name, cuz?
It was a very, very drunk and high night, and yeah, I was thinking about falafel, and I kind of, in a way, I told myself, if the people who probably listen to my music would probably enjoy falafel,
Okay.
So I was like, probably they have the same taste for food than for music, so I told myself, why don't I call it the Falafel Club, and see if that's true first of all. And also, of course, I think it's a very tasty name, so that's why I.
So, I know personally, but like, how long have you been making music yourself?
Actually, not that long. About maybe now 2 years, 1.5 years, something like that.
Was your first release the first time you put music down?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, big shout out my man Falafel Club put his thing down. Okay, I didn't know that. Because he came with such experience on the microphone and like in the recording process. I feel like he had like prior experience, and so it's cool to know that he actually is the first time was that time.
No, but Tony, Ulash, Tim are really my day ones, so I can't say anything about that. They're really the people who put me into this direction and who I will always trust when it comes to what I should bring out and my taste and stuff like that. But they really also showed me how to be professional. And how to basically also make a business plan, how to elaborate your next steps, but also your future and stuff like that, and basically just have a goal, end goal, which in my case is to bring out a song, and being able to hear it in the radio one day, just
big facts.
randomly.
Big facts. That's
Which
not
really-
even too far of a distance. Like it's definitely coming.
I hope so, and yeah, I mean,
Tell the world, because again, like you know, I know everything about you or a lot of things about you, but like tell the world, like what's your style of music? Because you got a little bit different style than most of us.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I probably, yeah, maybe in a way I have, but I think I'm actually from Brussels. I'm French, Belgium. I'm just
All over the place.
basically
All over the
I'm
place.
just European. I'm just European. It's a boring ass answer, I know, but I'm European, and you can also hear that in my music. I would say just because I bring together, I would say Mediterranean styles, German styles, and other styles together. Yeah, also German. Yeah, in a way German styles too, and you know, to make it my own style at the end of the day, bringing together different types of musics to make that ultimate sound that I love.
Yeah.
And I will always stay true to my own
But what
taste.
kind of genre would you classify
I will
yourself in?
classify myself. Well, it depends. If you ask me if I'm an artist, I would probably say lo-fi.
Okay.
So probably like lo-fi punk rock music. But when it comes to my producing, I'm extremely open. I work with people from indie pop scenes. I work with people from the trap scene.
That's the genre I would mostly like to classify you in is like alternative pop because you got that kind of like Phoenix or Empire of the Sun kind of like it's like that shit people want to jam to when they're just chilling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like from what you've shown us this weekend, you can get down on the trap beat real quick. Real fucking quick.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And thank you very much. And for me, it's just a question of I think everybody can adapt to a beat and can
Facts.
make any type of beat they want, but it's
Yeah.
just a question of knowing music theory, of course, also, but just
Yeah.
having a general taste for stuff.
And it's
And,
cool that you mention that because as I tell y'all off camera all the time, like I'm glad y'all are in school because I don't want to ever go to school again. Like, after I'm done with engineering, I never want to think about music or any fucking thing in a classroom.
Well,
and so y'all learn that shit. Just tell your boss. Just tell your boss.
No, we will be on the next professional level next year also.
We're gonna be
Every
stupid
year.
next year. It's gonna be a stupid level, cuz.
In 2 years, guys, like nobody will be able to compete with us just because we're the best. I think.
Big facts. Big
We're gonna
facts. You
take
heard it
over
straight
Europe.
from my man himself.
Mark my words, guys. We're gonna take over Europe. Like no fucking way, we're not. And yeah.
So y'all have like you've moved from like the west or the east side of the Netherlands to Germany, and then you've also moved yourself to Berlin.
Exactly.
Do you find do you find that it's because a lot of people believe it's better to be in the city than to not? Have you found that advantage? Do you feel like you've gotten your money's worth moving to the city and being in the epicenter of all that shit?
I think so, yeah. I mean, it depends on the city, but I live in Berlin, and maybe for my direction, as I explained, I'm more of a lo-fi, vintage stuff music guy, also trap, but obviously Berlin is very focused on techno, which is for me also a good thing because it inspires, and you meet people who make electronic music, for example, that can also give you like new tips, in producing and stuff like that. And but I think at the end of the day, the contacts I got in Nijmegen were as worth it as the contacts in Berlin. But
Okay.
I've been there only a year, in Holland, and I've only been a year in Berlin now. But at the end of the day, I don't even think it matters that much that if you're in a big city with a lot of people in your environment to do the same stuff. It's about getting those,
like how much you want to apply that
work
shit.
ethic and getting really the key people, that you work with. And I think that's extremely important.
That's one thing I really pride myself on is because I move around a lot in Europe and the world, just trying to do music and all that shit. And I think it's like being able to recognize the people that you meet and not necessarily how much they can value your career, but how much you guys can work with each other.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times I meet people and it's like, how can POJ help this person out? Or not necessarily about me, or how can like somebody else like make their dreams happen, because then they want to work with you more,
And I think again, rapping, I'm a producer, I'm not a rapper, you know, and it's a very different environment and the type of people you work with. A producer, you know, he can call up a rapper in a second with internet,
Real
you know.
facts, yeah.
So there's not really a need to move into a big city, I would say, for a producer, because you can just work online. And at the same time, I think for a rapper it is maybe a good idea to move into a big city because you just got the contacts. The studios also is very important. Having that studio time, those big production companies and stuff, having the ability to work with them, and you need that. You know, if you're a rapper, you really need that in your area.
Yeah.
And
especially if you can't do it yourself. Yeah.
Definitely. And you know, even in Nijmegen you could build a studio. You know, we could make a Universal studio in Nijmegen. That would be pretty
that might be on the cards, like
yeah,
an open shop.
But our internet opens so much possibilities for producers.
Big facts.
Therefore, I think really the question city and urban arena is still a question, but a less impactful question than it used to be. So.
Nice. Let's move on a little bit here to our next camper.
Hello, hi. I think so. Hold on a second.
So our next camper, he's
Timmy boy!
I'm not even a musician.
this is Tim. He's just here to roll up dope.
Yeah, I'm just being myself, man.
Exactly. How's life, man? How's everything for you?
So far, so good.
What is your experience for Camp Tripp'n? Has it been a nice one?
It's been a nice one.
How high have you been this weekend?
Yeah,
Bro,
you want to know?
Time, like,
When is he
like,
Is this an interview or a fucking
interrogation,
bro? Relax.
you're about to charge me with DUI or some shit like that. Nah, pretty high. Time stopped mattering like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That's when we came.
What I really want, the opinion I really seek out of you for the people to know is, like, you know, as a non-musician, how have you viewed our working process? Like, have you, like, what was your perspective of just viewing everything going down for the last 2 days?
I would say it's hectic.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, but it's really productive.
Good,
like,
good.
You can see the ways where, like, you just have, like, surprisingly everyone, like, usually at the same time, have, like, a spike in creativity.
Yeah.
Where they all together gather on the beat and do some shit, and then it just goes downhill and, like, half of the people are asleep or, like, the other half still high.
I think it goes downhill because we're all kind of working on different times. Like for me, like, I already have my schedule, like, you know what, 9 o'clock I'm gonna go to sleep. And I think maybe I didn't translate that to everybody, and so everybody was like, you know what, 9 o'clock I'm still working, but I'm tired as hell. And so but today's the last night. It's so cool, man. You say there's always been sparks of creativity. Has any of this inspired you to become an artist yourself? Like, how much we're working?
Personally, yeah. I mean, I don't remember who, but someone said once that you can look forever at, like, fire, river, and other people working, and it's been so true with, like, whatever has been happening. I've been trying to put, like, creative outlets, but not in music-wise, but still. And yeah, this guy, and you, pretty inspirational.
Good. I'm happy that we could do that for you, actually. That's cool. Like, it's nice. And when I sent you that message to come to Camp Tripp'n, I was really excited because I would want to, like, besides the fact that you're a roller, he's our official weed roller, by the way. I really wanted, like,
I'm gonna need the diploma to put in the
yeah, like fucking platinum plaque, like, you know, like he was a part of this shit. He's getting credits on all this Spotify. But I really wanted, like, an outsider's perspective of what it was like, because my main goal was to motivate people how hard I trap. I want them to see how level that they could reach themselves if they're not already on it. And so for an outsider to be able to, like, see it, it's also a nice thing as well. So we're gonna move on. Do you want to shout out your hometown or anything like that?
Shout out to people living in... I'll shout out 4 places. Fine. Nijmegen, Arnhem, Vilnius, Moscow. Shout out to everyone who, for whatever reason, listens to me there.
That's right. We're gonna move on to the next artist, POJ. POJ, you want to give yourself an introduction?